then as well. They ask him to do a different job. Say we are. Okay, yeah. It might be Robert's option here now is the open up. Why am I asking him to open up? So he can see him. And he's just dropping into this position there where he can threaten this guy. He can keep an eye. Guy. Guard. Okay, player. He can still keep an eye on them. But at the minute, we've got the play in that area of the pitch. Okay? So if Mark's beaten, Jason can engage. Matty's got the striker. And we've still balanced it out with our front man just peeling in this area where they can keep an eye on what's going on here, but also keep an eye on the wide player out there. Okay? Take it back to where you were. You guys just fill in back to where your positions were as well. So the original point where we were saying with Robert in this area, if Mark decides to come in there, the pass realistically, just come in, sorry, a wee bit more. We're looking at him to go backwards, okay? And it's going to delay the attack. The easiest option, we always tell players to play the easiest option. The first option to see is going to be what one? Backline. It's probably, yeah, it's a bit of negative support from the attacking team, so just move it in. And we can regain our shape again, okay? So readjust. So everyone now starting to move with the ball. That's what we're going to look at when we get into the game. How is our unit moving in relation to where the ball is? Just play it out to Heather. Go on, readjust, defensive team, and stop there. Okay, good. So we're starting to move a little bit more. We've got pressure on the ball. He's threatening the pass infield, okay, because we want to protect, as we said, the heart of the playing field. We've got Jason has moved over. Our striker's moved over as well, so he can now keep an eye on the striker and also provide a little bit of cover if needs be. And Mark is just balancing out the defence. Might have you in slightly more. Why would I bring him in closer? Okay. So we can provide Jason with a little bit of depth and cover. You might come off, yeah, a little bit more. Okay? That's leaving him a little bit more exposed. Why am I not too concerned about that? Okay? That's it there in a nutshell. If the ball travels, okay? So if Heather maybe does drop the shoulder, okay, yeah, you can go inside or whatever, and she plays this ball across, play it across. Already he's on his bike. Okay, he's come to put the terrible touch there from the striker, but he's on his bike. He's come to engage that. And in the time the ball takes the switch from one side to the other, everybody can adjust. As I said, the danger is this area here. We don't want them coming through there. So we're happy enough to leave maybe one person wide on their own, because as it's switched, we can all get there. Just knock it back into Glenn here. Now it will happen. Jason, just take a wee bit, or go and stretch him a wee bit more, Shane. Because the attackers will do this. The pivot man will try to give them a bit of depth, okay, by pinning him in and taking him down this way. And they will try and play forward quickly. At the minute, could Glenn thread a ball into the striker's feet? Yeah, potentially, because we're quite wide. Okay, if it happens, yeah. So if he manages to drop the shoulder or shift it and play it in there, defensive team, how are we going to react to this? Because the likelihood, hold it there, the likelihood is here, as that ball's played forward, what are these two going to be doing? Okay, they're going to be going. If the ball is played forward, I'm going to ask my defenders, can you get back as quickly as possible? Okay, so it's not a turn in the jog, it's back in. Where do we want them in relation to the ball? Okay, goal side. We want them goal side. Again, just trying to protect the heart. So defenders react to it. Okay, might bring his in a little bit tighter and hold it there. Now again, they've left these wide men. But why again am I happy enough with that? What's Shane? He's done well here because he hasn't allowed Shane to do what? Hasn't allowed them to turn, okay? If possible, I would ask Jason to try and force him back and play either into one of these two or preferably back to Glenn so we can regain our shape. But if the ball is switched to Heather, again, Matty's gone and engaged the play. Jason can either mark or give a wee bit of cover. And again, just up a little bit more. Now I've changed it slightly there. The first time I asked him to drop a little bit more. But in this position I've asked him to step up a little bit more. What was the difference? Yeah, we're closer to the goal. We're closer to the goal. Okay? The point I made earlier on about in terms of relations where you are on the pitch. Okay? Remember, we're going to have a goalkeeper there as well. Okay? We're gonna let you play, okay, and we're gonna see if any of these wee things come up. We'll step in to praise it, or we'll step in to correct it. But remember, I'm looking angles and distances to be good. Is to work as a unit, to talk to each other. If the ball's played forward, Cam will get back nice and quickly, goal side. Think of it as a funnel as well. I know we use the rock metaphor. Think of this as a rock sitting there and we're not going to let them penetrate. But it's also a funnel, okay? Say from the 2 goal posts out to the halfway line. As the ball gets closer to the goal, we're asking our defensive team to funnel in and be nice and compact, nice and tight. Any questions? Yes, we're going to put 2 keepers in. Who fancies doing a bit of net minding? Marty, what are you looking over your shoulder for? What are you looking over your shoulder for? Okay, you guys go and line yourselves out. Heather gives the ball. In fact, I'll probably go over that side. Can't believe it took Marty so long to get in there. Yeah, just play a match. Could be a coaching point that comes up. Marty, I want you to start, but I want you to go long in the Glen. Or the keeper. Probably has. Okay, just play. Okay, stop, stand still. Okay, that was one of the first points we made. Alright, defensive team have managed to squeeze them quite high. They're trying to compact it into an area. We've managed to force what here? In terms of numbers. We've squeezed them into a 2v2 here. Okay, and we're quite high up the pitch as well. Now I know we're not coaching the attacking side, but if we win the ball back here, we've got a good opportunity to maybe get a shot away. Okay, Mark has managed to dictate that they're going to go back in. He's denied them space in there. And who's won the ball for us? Okay, Robert's taken that position up there to threaten the out ball. Okay, and as the ball's played across, he's managed to get a toe on it. Okay, now it was fizzed in quite quickly. Quite disappointed though he didn't take a touch with his left foot and then ram it into the top corner. Okay, but we've managed to win it there. In terms of other players, what have they done well? Okay, we've got a wee bit of cover here. I don't mind that he's a wee bit further off. Why not?
Push him away from the goal.
Okay, we're quite high up the pitch and he's quite a long way away. If he does try to squeeze him up there, and Glenn does manage to get on the ball, so Glenn wins the ball instead, what's the potential scenario there?
Penetrating pass.
There's a penetrating pass. Glenn's got a big area in here to play with in terms of his pass through. So if he rolls that ball there, okay, it's a foot race between the 2 of them. Okay, and if he's cute, he'll do a wee Suarez step across and potentially get him sent off. Okay, give it back to Glenn. So that's why I'm happy enough. Again, it depends where you are in the pitch. Jason, back you come. Don't really want our centre halves in a game drifting that far up the pitch. So there's the halfway line. You can see his man. He's providing a little bit of cover. If Mark does get beat, we've won the ball. What about Matty? Okay, got to come from you. Potentially, if you want him to come in a little bit closer, you've got to let him know. I'm reasonably happy there. Okay, yeah, well that's the other thing. It's not a 1v1, it's a 2v1. He's right in what he's saying. You might have Matty a little bit closer to back him up, but he's still in a position here, I would say, that if the ball is played, he can still try and apply a little bit of pressure if Glenn is beat. We've also got a keeper there. If the ball is switched out from Glenn, Matty can go and press, and then we're all readjusting again. Okay? Give the ball back to Philip. Okay, and play. Just on it, just bring it back, just come back up. Okay, just going to make a slight point on it. Anyone notice Mark's roll there, what he done? Not sure he touched the ball at any stage. Okay, Shane, come back in. Matty going out there. Or Robert, take yourself up. Okay, you were just in front of Jason? I think it was Glenn might have played the ball. Give the ball back to Glenn. What did you do as the ball was played into the striker's feet? Okay, which we asked him to do. Asked him to do it earlier on. If the ball's played through the middle, can we tighten up? Okay, Matty came in as well, but the ball was down this side. So Matty tucked in, the pass was slipped in, okay, and he tucked in. He'll know it, okay, Strikels will know. He'll be able to catch him out of the corner of the eye that he's got two players behind him. What was your pass?
My pass, I got it into there.
But your pass was out
Your
there,
initial
wasn't it,
pass
that way?
was out there. So we've asked Mark to come out as the ball's played through. He's tightened into this position as the pass is going back out. So give it back into Shane, sorry. When the pass is going back out, he's now become the pressing defender. Okay? If he had stayed in that position originally, go back to Glenn. So go out back out to where you were before you. If he doesn't come in and tighten, Matty, you go back out as well. If he doesn't tighten, play it in. Good striker in this position can do what? Okay? The will look to pin this guy as he plays it in this time. Can you flick it with the outside of the boot? Get a wee bit tighter. Hold him, hold him. So if it's played in, yeah, put it in. Good. Yeah, wee bit of improvisation potentially can get him in there. Okay? So Jason's done well in standing him up. And Mark is also coming in to give us a little bit more compactness. Okay, again, potentially that little spin there wouldn't be on because either Mark's going to win the ball or he can get back to cover the ball. Okay, so well done. I've coached the three. Okay, Matty and Mark have both come in compact as the ball's travelled forward. Jason stood up and made him play backwards. What principles are involved there?
Pressure.
There was pressure afterwards. There's pressure from him. What else?